this tutorial, we'll learn about matrices and arrays in MATLAB. First of all, we'll learn how to create one-dimensional arrays like row vector or a column vector. For creating a row vector, first of all, declare a variable, for example, x is equal to and then put a square bracket, write your element of the array, for example 1 is the first element, then put a space, write the second element, space, then next element, space, then next element, and close the brackets, press enter. This is now our row vector. Likewise, we can make our column vector by writing the variable is equal to square bracket, element, semicolon, next element, semicolon, next element, semicolon, next element, bracket close, and entering. Now this is our column vector. So the difference between row vectors and column vector is for the same row we just put spaces, but for changing the rows we put semicolons. Need to create a row vector with elements between which have equal spacing. I can simply do it by declaring the variable equals to bracket. My first element, for example, say I need to write all the even numbers. I'll write 0 from 0 to 100. I'll write 0 the first element, colon 2 the spacing between the elements, then after spacing another semicolon, and my last element that was 100 and brackets close. Now look at this. This is giving me all the even numbers from 0 to 100, 0, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 0, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, up to 100. Now if I have to write, for example, elements from 1.1 to 5.5 with a spacing of 0.01, I can write it like this. B is equal to 1.1, the first element obviously, colon, spacing 0.01, colon again, and the last element that was 5.5. See, now this is giving me all the elements from 1.1 to 5.5 with an equal spacing of 0.001. You can simply write 1:10 for a matrix which consists of elements from 1 to 10 with a spacing of 1. You don't need to write 1. You can simply write 1:10 or 8:100. It will give you elements with a spacing of 1. If you do not put a spacing 1, it will be the default spacing, that would be 1. So you can do it simply like this. And if you need backward, you can simply do it by writing your first element, that is for example 100, spacing. If you're doing backward, you need to write a negative symbol, so -2 for even, -2 spacing, and 1. Now look at this, it's giving me all the even numbers from 100 to 2, from 100 to 1, since 1 is not an even number, so it's not giving 1. Now coming to the two-dimensional arrays, we need to learn them now. Now let's look at them. For example, if I need to make a 3x3 matrix with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 elements. So I'm going to write 1, the first row vector. First row, 1, 2, and 3. Now I put a semicolon to change the row. Then 4, 5, 6. And again a semicolon to change the row. Now look at this. This is our matrix. In the same way, we can also write A is equal to, for example, if I need to create a 5 cross 5 matrix, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, semicolon, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, another semicolon, another semicolon to show the chain. Now this is one row, second row, third row, fifth row, and the last row. This is a 5 cross 5. We can use different commands to create matrices. For example, if I need to create a zero matrix with 0 values, I will write simply zeros, and rows, for example, 2 cross 3. I write 2 and 3. Ones can also be created by simply writing it ones, 2, comma 3. And if I need an identity matrix, I'll write I. I'll get I, and my 3 cross 3 matrix will be appear by 3.